How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 6 of my Football Manager 2020 journey here today with Leeds United, and we're starting things off on the development centre. We got our little youth candidates preview in between episodes, and well, as you can see, very little green and well, a lot of amber, so 3 pros and what is that, about 8 negatives. And obviously the main one, there's a healthy number of new fullbacks. We have a forward who could be considered a fine prospect, which is interesting, and one good young Welsh striker from Real who has caught the eye. But if we look down at the bottom, don't expect much from this youth intake. So unfortunately, it's not looking like we're going to get any superstars when Regen Day rolls around, which is a shame, but oh well. I would definitely like to get an absolute superstar at some point coming through the ranks, but it's looking like this year is not going to be that year. But anyway, let's quickly catch up on what's happened in between episodes, and I think the best way to describe it has been topsy-turvy. So first up, Preston at home. We started off things very, very nicely. Ben White heading in a Barry Douglas free kick at the back post, and then just before half-time, some fantastic work from Stuart Dallas down the right, puts it across to on a plate to Jack Harrison. Nice, easy goal, giving us a 2-0 lead going into half-time, and then to round things off, Helder Costa picks it up on the edge of the box, cuts inside, and a fantastic finish into the far corner to finish us off with a nice 3-0 victory after Helder Costa redeeming himself after missing the penalty. But as always, home match, we absolutely dominated, and not too shabby. Pretty happy with how this went. So a good way to start things off in between episodes. And next up, we had Birmingham away, and just before half-time, the ball falls to Harrison, a great strike. Not sure what the keeper was doing to give us a lead going into half-time, but then in the 81st minute, a long free kick into the box. It's headed home by Magoma. Not sure once again what the keeper was doing. 2 pretty poor goalkeeping performances, but a relatively even game all in all, but a frustrating one. A game I definitely would have liked to win. Birmingham, not a particularly strong side, but they gave us a good game and they came away with a point. And the most frustrating part about this was Phillips and Cooper both got booked. It was both their 10th yellow cards of the season, meaning that they had to miss the next 2 games in the league, which is far from ideal. And then it was at West Brom away, one of our toughest games of the season, obviously them being one of the best teams in the league, and it did not get off to a good start. A free header for Grosicki gave them the lead within 2 minutes, but we got a penalty and Click slotted it away, cool as you like. And then coming up towards the 60-minute mark, some good work from Augustin down the right. Harrison's shot is saved and Helder Costa is on hand to put in the rebound, but we could not hold that lead on. Could not hold on to that lead for particularly long. White's clearance didn't go anywhere. Austin out to Krasicki with a great finish for his second goal of the game. And that is how it finished. 2-2 away at West Brom. Like I said, one of the best teams in the league. So a result that, in reality, I'm not too disappointed with. Obviously, it would have been nice to get the win, but I'll take a 2-2 draw away at West Brom every single day of the week. And after that, we had Premier League Leicester away in the FA Cup, and we got things off to a fantastic start. Dallas with an unbelievable volley from the cross from Barry Douglas, giving us the 1-0 lead after just 5 minutes. But West Brom, Leicester hit back immediately, and what's his name? Ndidi scoring a header, and as you saw there, Click scored us a penalty in the 47th minute, and we advance on into the 4th round of the FA Cup, where you will find out who my opponents are, as that is the first game of today's episode. And after Leicester, it was Sheffield Wednesday at home in the league. We wanted to follow up with a good performance, and well, we did exactly that. A little bit of luck there for Bamford's goal. Not sure what really happened with that, but gave us the 1-0 lead. And once again, Leif Davis got a start because Douglas was injured, scored another goal. What a player. I definitely need to start playing him a little bit more. And then in the 92nd minute, not sure what the keeper was doing, a free header for White gives us the 3-0 win in an absolutely dominant performance against Sheffield Wednesday. And at this point, I'm feeling good. I'm happy with how things are going. Forshaw and Struick have stepped in really nicely for Phillips and Cooper. Obviously serving the second match of their suspensions. And everything's looking great. And then we had to go down to London, away at QPR. Keeper absolutely stagnant there. This ball puts them 1-0 in the lead. And then Jack Clark, former Leeds United youngster, puts them 2-0 up. Come back to bite the hand that feeds them, or whatever it is that the commentary always says. And then they rounded it off with a third goal in the 92nd minute. Very, very nice strike from Amos. And after being on such a high, after knocking out Premier League Leicester City, beating Sheffield Wednesday 3-0 at home, we go to QPR away and absolutely shit the bed. I mean, we didn't play particularly badly. We just couldn't finish any of the chances that we created. And frustrating day all around. Then the final game back at Elland Road, got ourselves off to a good start just after half-time actually. Phillips' free kick met by Ben White at the back post, and Helder-Costa dispossesses his man, can't get the shot off. Not really sure what's happened, but Big Kev, he's snuck in and he's had the easiest goal of his life. So not too shabby. And then Millwall actually did hit back. O'Brien scoring in the 96th minute. And for whatever reason, it didn't actually show our third goal. So I will show you now. Augustin, very, very nice finish off the corner. Just went straight through everyone. And we finished that game 3-1. Not really sure what happened with the highlights there. But unfortunately, Helder-Costa did pick up a knock. And he is out for around 2 weeks. So he will not feature in today's episode. But let's see what we've got today. We've got Brentford away in the FA Cup. So a really, really good chance to progress on through to the 5th round. And then we've got Wigan at home in the league. Wigan at home in the league is never a fun game. 10-man Wigan, so to speak. But anyway, let's just jump straight into this game against Brentford. Let's see, they are actually the favourites for today's game. And in terms of the lineup, I'm going to go fairly strong. I'm going to give Leif Davis the start at left back because he always seems to perform whenever he gets the opportunity. I'm also going to get Pablo Hernandez on the right for Helder-Costa, who is obviously out with a injury. Ben White and Cooper, you can stay in the middle. I'll give Dallas a little bit of a rest today. And I think that's the lineup that I'm going to go with. So it's going to be Meslier in goal for Kiko. Give some of the youth a little bit of a chance. So it's Meslier in goal, White and Cooper, the usual centre-back partnership with Phillips in front of him, Ayling on the right, Davis on the left, Click and McCalmont in the middle, Pablo on the right, Harrison on the left, and Big Kev, Jean-Kevin Augustin up top on his lonesome. Ayling and Pablo lacking in a little bit of match fitness, but that hopefully won't be too much of a problem. We've got players on the bench to change things up if necessary. And I'm going to go out there, carry on where you finished with the last match. They don't seem particularly excited about that, so I've got faith in you all. Good, they liked that. And let's get into the game and let's quickly change it to 2D as we always do, because that's just my preferred. It's just how I prefer to play the game. It's just how I'm so used to playing in 2D. Playing in 3D feels strange to me. But early on, the signs aren't fantastic. There's only been one shot in the first 25 minutes. It has fallen our way. Brentford have had the slightly more possession. There's a first real highlight coming in, and we have got possession, playing it around nicely. Ben Rahman nearly nicks it off Cooper there, but Click plays it out to Davis, who loses out, but the clearance only goes as far as Ben White. And then Phillips back to White. Oh, nice switch out to Ayling, inside to Hernandez. Ayling on his outside. Can he beat his man? Gets the ball in. Alfie McCalmont is there to put it home, beating out former Leeds United centre-half Pontus Jansson for a nice, easy finish at the near post. As we'll watch it back in 3D, some really, really nice play here. Pablo and Ayling getting to know each other very, very well as Ayling swings it in, and what a slide in from McCalmont. Keeper's already diving for the far post, and he puts it in at the near post. Gives us a nice 1-0 lead as we just go on past the half-hour mark, as it's a corner to Brentford. Swung in, Pontus Jansson heads it over. Now approaching half-time, very little in the way of chances so far in this game, and as I say that, Brentford have got a corner. Jensen swings it in. Ollie Watkins, what is going on here? Meslier, somehow it just falls to him, and that actually brings an end to the half. A very, very cagey affair so far. Guard against complacency. They seem to like that one. Let's get ourselves back out for this second half. And let's see if we can continue on. Hopefully no goals conceded. As I say that, we concede a goal. Julien Janvier heads in. Meslier couldn't quite get to it. I think he got a hand to it, got some fingertips to it, but we'll watch it back in 3D. I'm not sure why no one's marking him there. And in at the near post. Messier gets fingertips on it. He'll be disappointed to let that one in. So we're going to demand a little bit more from the boys, as we are not playing particularly well. Click is really, really not having the best game of his career, and Harrison out on the left also disappointing so far. So get Shackleton on for Click. I'm also going to take off Augustin, bring on Tyler Roberts. It's been a while since Tyler Roberts has scored any goals for me. They've dried up after his lovely little run of form. There's another highlight in here. Some great pressing from Shackleton and Roberts, but they do manage to get clear. Benrahma running down the left, and his shot is high and wide. Right, just 10 minutes left here. I'm going to take off McCalmont. I'm going to bring on Mateus Bogus in the middle. Hopefully just give us a little bit more of an attacking threat, as he's a fantastic player. But as Brentford bring it forward here, and it's offside. We're also actually going to switch to a little bit more attacking, see if we can push for the winning goal, as it's a corner to Brentford. It's swung in. Oh no, oh my goodness, what is going on? The shot is blocked, and now Pablo has the opportunity to break. We're fantastic on the counter. Come on, Pablo, just keep hold of it. Oh, he's lost it, but he's got it back. Inside to Phillips, to Bogus. Look out left. No, Phillips. Great ball out to Ayling, and Ayling's just let it run through as a corner. Pablo Hernandez swings it in, and it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Pablo's going to step up to take it. Come on, do not let me down. Our usual take a click is off the pitch. Pablo, he steps up. Oh my goodness. I did not think that was going in, as it just sneaks in at the in off the post, I believe. Keeper went the right way, but he couldn't quite get it, and we are going to switch to our slightly more defensive system on balance to confirm those changes and just hold on for this last minute, as there is a highlight straight after the goal. This is not what we like to see, as Ayling hoofs it forward. Maybe we do like to see it. Robert's shot is blocked, and Brentford now looking to build from the back. And Buemo is Roberts nicks in, sloppy pass back. Is he going to have a dig? He is. It's just slides wide as time is ticking down. We are past the 3 minutes added time. Davis with a throw-in. He's just going to hold on to it. We like that. And Roberts is in loads of space. Not sure what they're doing. So he takes it down left. He beats his man. He is fouled. And Ross Roslev has gone into the referee's book, but I don't think it really matters, as Pablo is going to swing in the free kick. Take your time, son. Far post. It is cleared. Ben White's on it. Surely the final whistle's got to come any moment now, and there it is. A very, very well fought 2-1 victory against Brentford. Currently sat third place in the league, but obviously this is in the cup. As we move on into the 5th round of the FA Cup, just tell them that was a good performance. And yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting to get to the 5th round of the FA Cup this early on. So I'll be interested to see who we actually get in the next round, as we receive 180k for our win against Brentford. And a quick look at our finances. Well, we've been losing money all season, but obviously we're aiming for that. We're aiming for the promotion, aiming for that TV money in the Premier League. We started on a balance of 12.41 million, and we're just losing money, and we're now sat down at 3.91 million. But I'll just skip forward and find out who we get in the next round. As Brendan Rodgers spotted looking at Alfie McCalmont. You're not having him, son. You are not having him. Okay, 5th round draw for the FA Cup. 8 matches to be drawn. The teams as varied as Man City, Man United, Bristol Rovers and Millwall. So let's see. Is Bristol Rovers... I think Bristol Rovers are the only team below the Championship left in the tournament. As far as I can tell, that is the case. So let's see. Are we going to get one of the big boys? We're going to get Brighton away. So definitely could have a harder tie. I cannot lie, but obviously away at a Premier League side is never going to be easy, even though they are currently fighting relegation, sat just inside the relegation zone in 18th place. So I think that is a very good chance to potentially advance onto the next round, which I believe is advance onto the quarterfinals. So when is that? The 4th of March. Interesting stuff. But anyway, time to skip forward, and I'll see you for the Wigan game. I've also realised I never actually did a little update of the league table. After 29 games, we are sat in 2nd. Fulham are just starting to run away with it just a little bit, 5 points ahead of us, but more importantly, 5 points ahead of Brentford, the team that we actually just beat in the cup, and we're a good 13 points inside the playoffs. So automatics is still looking good, but we do still have to make sure that we are performing to the top of our game for these remaining 17 matches. Right, so Wigan away. I'm going to go back to a pretty much full strength lineup as much as I can. So unfortunately, Davis, you are out. Douglas is in. I would like to give Davis definitely more game time, but I think Douglas is just so good in that complete wing-back role. He's so good going forward, and that free kick taking of 18 is really, really important. And obviously the corners of 16 as well. We've been so good from set pieces so far this season. I think he is a huge, huge reason as to why that has happened. Phillips has got a knock, but it's not a knock. He had the flu, so he's fine to play. I've got Forshaw on the bench just in case. But that leaves today's lineup: Kassir in goal, White and Cooper at the back, Dallas, Phillips, Douglas just in front, that kind of free in between the midfield and defence. Click and McCalmont in the middle, Harrison on the left, Pablo on the right, and Big Kev up top on his lonesome. And let's just jump straight into the game. I'm hoping for a decent performance. Hull doing okay, I think. Wigan doing okay. I think they're sat down in 15th at the moment. And let's just tell them that Wigan aren't very good, so we should beat them. Going obviously with the usual system today, not bothering with any form of defensive rubbish, and hopefully a good win. We've been pretty good at home so far this season. I'll actually be interested to see what the kind of home table is. I don't think we've lost many at home. I think this tactic is so good at home. Obviously, it leaves us a little bit susceptible to the counter-attack, and that's more of a worry when we're playing away. But hopefully that won't be much of an issue today, as Wigan take the lead. Oh, why do I even open my mouth sometimes? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. McCalmont dispossessed in the middle. Evans brought it forward, and a big ball over the top to Malacca. Just managed to slip away from Ben White at the back, and has got a nice easy one-on-one with Kiko and puts it into the bottom corner. As that is definitely not how we wanted to start off today's game, but Hernandez whips in the corner. Big Kev at the back post. How on earth has that been saved, as Fulham have gone 1-0 away at Huddersfield, and as things stand, that leaves them 8 points ahead of us, which is not good. Another corner here. Pablo swings it on McCalmont at the back post, and it is straight at the keeper. And half an hour in, it's been a pretty even game, and we have not been doing well as Fulham take a 2-0 lead, as you can see up in the top left there, away at Huddersfield. And, well, this is not good at all. QPR as well. Brentford have just taken a lead in their game, and oh dear, everything is going wrong. Where's your passion, lads? Do you even want to win this match? Oh, God. Oh dear, this is not going well. We've got a free kick, White to Phillips, back to White, Phillips, White. Oh, lovely bit of play between the two. That is a dreadful ball up to Augustin, and we need to win this back as Robinson plays it back. Wigan keeping hold of the ball, but long ball forward as far as Cooper. Phillips picks up, and McCalmont dispossessed again. Kieran Dowell takes it forward. Fortunately, the shot is straight at Kiko as the highlight continues. No, it doesn't. And McCalmont, even though his rating doesn't say it, he is having an absolute shocker so far. And I'm thinking it's time for a triple change. I'm getting Shackleton on for Click, I'm getting Bogus on, and I'm also taking off Augustin, bringing on Tyler Roberts. I'm also going to go slightly more attacking, give them the team talk, tell them I have faith in you, go out there and make a difference. Shackleton's gained confidence, confirm the talk, and let's see, attacking for this last half an hour. We really, really cannot afford to drop any points here, as there is a highlight. I'm going to demand more, which I was going to do anyway. Roberts swings it in, but he's cleared just as far as Harrison. Plays it back to Phillips. He's going to look out wide to Douglas. That's a nice ball. Beats his man. Far post, and Pablo Hernandez is there to put it in. Gets us back onto level terms. I mentioned it before the game, but Douglas going forward is so vital to this team. Great ball from Phillips to pick him out as well. And, Douglas did what he had to do. Great cross right across the face of goal. And Pablo is there to just knock it in at the far post. And this is good. This is what we like to see. But 15 minutes remaining. We need another goal. We really, really do need another goal. We cannot afford to not take all 3 points here, as Shackleton plays it forward to Dallas, and Robinson takes him down, and that's going to be his second yellow card, and he is going to be sent off. And we're going to be playing these last 10 minutes against 10 men, and well, we all know 10-man Wigan But there is just nothing happening, and as I say that, there is another highlight in the 92nd minute, getting towards, well, we're deep into injury time now as the ball is played forward, and we've recovered it. Cooper to Douglas, plays it forward to Harrison. Is he going to look to take it forward? No, he switches it inside to Shackleton. Great ball. Pablo, is he going to look out right, or is he going to take on his man? Tries to take on his man, Tyler Roberts. How have you not put that in? And that is going to be the golden opportunity. Oh, my goodness, I can't believe that we've not won that there. Oh my god. Oh, it's just disappointing. It is just disappointing. No, go away. Well, I'm not dealing with this right now. Cooper, resolve the issue. Tell him, yeah, there we go, good. Cooper is fantastic at stopping players from being unhappy. So many people have wanted new deals or been upset about playtime. Just go, Cooper, talk to him. You go, yeah, sound, boss mate, yeah, sound. And that is that. But after all that, well, it looks like Brentford actually did not manage to pick up the win. And QPR, now the team actually sat in third. We've still got that 5-point gap, but that should be 7 points right now. The similar 7-point gap that Fulham have on us. They've got a 12-point gap. It is looking like Fulham are almost certainly up right now. And, well, that is not ideal in the slightest. But anyway, looking forward to our future fixtures. A game that I definitely want to cover, I'm going to have to cover really, is this Fulham game at home. I would have liked to have covered the away game at Brentford, but I thought that the 4th round FA Cup was a good game to cover. So I might do a game in between here and then the Fulham game, possibly Hull and Brighton and then Fulham and Luton. But we will see how things go off camera. But anyway, that is where I am going to finish off today's episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a like on the video. It really does mean a lot to me. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And I'll catch you in the next episode.